Well, it's the big show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is the big show, the final installment of IGN's Wrestlefest, the only place where you'll find the superstars of WWE's Legend of WrestleMania. I'm Gregory James Miller. With me is legendary WWE ring announcer, the Fink, Howard Finkel.
Hey, Gregory, stick to your day job, please. Folks, I'm glad that singing was short because there is no time to waste. Let's see who will be adding to the final roster today.
One word, Finkel. Undertaker.
2 words. Extraordinary phenom. The Undertaker joins the roster of Legends of WrestleMania. He has been an undefeated competitor in WrestleMania. He is arguably the greatest character that WWE has ever had grace its squared circle. You know one thing about The Undertaker, the more you play him in this forthcoming game, the less you will rest in peace.
Oh, yes!
What are you trying to do, Gregory?
My Undertaker!
Your Undertaker? You're singing? Oh my goodness, stick to your day job. Paul Bearer, I think he's referring to, the manager of The Undertaker. The Undertaker's sidekick, a part of the Legends of WrestleMania game. Paul Bearer was the brains behind The Undertaker's brawn. He certainly was a character personified. I think Paul Bearer joining the list of managers for the Legends of WrestleMania game is a choice that is terrific.
Of course, Fink, Mr. Perfect, thought he was the perfect personification of brains and brawn.
Gregory, let me ask you a question. Did you ever bowl a perfect 300 game?
No.
Did you ever call for the 8-ball in the side pocket with a blindfold on?
No.
Well, Mr. Perfect did that and then some, and that's why he was absolutely perfect. And this is a perfect opportunity for you with the addition of Mr. Perfect in the Legends of WrestleMania game. Mr. Perfect was personification of greatness. There's no question about it. The Perfect Plex, a tremendous finishing maneuver.
Howard, if you ever take a trip down to Cobb County, Georgia, you better read the signs. Respect the law and order.
Who writes your material?
The Big Boss Man.
Well, you're under arrest. Certainly the Big Boss Man from Cobb County, Georgia, 357 pounds of meanness, toughness, and roughness. You didn't want to mess with the Big Boss Man when he was in his prime here in WWE, and the sidewalk slam spelled defeat for many of an opponent. But Mr. Perfect, the Big Boss Man, and many, many more, the stars just keep on coming.
The next legend on our roster, all the way from Bad Street, it's fabulous Freebird, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Finkel fact. Michael P.S. Hayes and the Fabulous Freebirds were the first individuals in our industry to incorporate entrance music when they came into the arena. Did you know that?
I did not think.
Did you know that? Well, now you do. And if you want to take a walk down Bad Street, because the further down the block you went, the badder it got, call up Michael P.S. Hayes and make a statement.
All this talk of Freebirds got me thinking of Koko B. Ware.
How's it got you thinking of Koko there, Greg? Look at this. You flapping your wings? You having a good time? My friend, you look like you're making illogical logic, but that being said, Koko B. Ware, the Birdman, part of the Legends of WrestleMania game, along with Frankie, which was his pet macaw. Now, when Koko entered an arena, the electricity started crackling. He got into the ring, he was flamboyant, he had a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, and when he climbed the top rope and came off it with that drop kick, it spelled many a defeat for many an opponent. I'm personally satisfied and happy that Koko B. Ware is a part of the game.
If Koko was all about entertainment, AA Arne Anderson was about business.
Boy, you want to talk about AA Arne Anderson, a member of the Four Horsemen, and in his WWE tenure, he was a member of the Brain Busters, one of the smartest individuals ever to don a pair of tights. When he talked, you would listen, because anything he said, more times than none, AA backed it up inside the squared circle.
While we're talking about the Four Horsemen, what about the Nature Boy, Ric Flair?
What about the Nature Boy, Ric Flair? Let me hear one.
Woo!
One more time.
Woo!
Arguably the greatest performer in the history of the industry, the dirtiest player in the game, the 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, is a very big part of Legends of WrestleMania. Throughout his storied career, Ric Flair has been around the world. He has styled and profiled, and I can do more Ric Flairisms, but the bottom line is, you do it for yourself. You choose Ric Flair in the Legends of WrestleMania game, you are going to be riding Space Mountain for a long time to come.
Howard, we started our countdown with Hulk Hogan, and it only seems fitting to end with his WrestleMania 6 opponent, the Ultimate Warrior.
And that was a history-making night in Toronto back in 1992, Gregory, when the Ultimate Warrior upset the apple cart, per se, and won the championship from the Hulkster. Now, the Ultimate Warrior is a very valuable addition to the Legends of WrestleMania game. He was a most unique individual. Inside of the ring, he marched to the beat of a different drummer. He really relied on the power of the Warrior, the fans, the music, the shaking of the ropes. Everything rolled into one. It made the Ultimate Warrior a very charismatic and, as I said, unique performer. Someone that you'll have a lot of fun playing in the Legends of WrestleMania game.
Wow, Howard, what a roster. The Ultimate Warrior makes more than 40 superstars in WWE Legends of WrestleMania.
Indeed it does, Gregory, and you'll be taking these men, the foundation of professional wrestling as we know it, into all your favorite WrestleMania arenas where you can relive, rewrite, and redefine history on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
It should be quite the ride, Howard.
Indeed it should.
Thank you for being my partner here on IGN's Wrestlefest.
Gregory, thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure. And thank you, fans, for tuning in to another installment of our show. Now remember to look for WWE Legends of WrestleMania available in stores on March 24th. Until then, and let's do this together, good night and have a turnbuckle tomorrow.